Welcome back, everyone, to another one of my DanDaDan Chapter reviews for the Moon Piece podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Bruno Daniel, aka Danny. I am currently the only one who does DanDaDan Chapter reviews on this Moon Piece podcast channel, and it's probably going to stay that way since the other two are anime onlys. But thank you again for joining me. This is, I believe, my third one, and I'm really excited because we had a break week last week, and this week we do not. But before we begin the live stream, I, of course, just need to make sure that everything on the live sounds good. But don't forget to like and subscribe for the channel. Leave a comment if there is anything you wanted to talk about in this chapter, or if there's anything else you want to see the Moon Piece podcast review in general. All right, perfect. That sounds good. Corey and I do One Piece chapter reviews on Sunday nights. So we just did one yesterday for One Piece chapter 1150. I do Blue Lock on Tuesday. So tomorrow afternoon, I will be doing a chapter review. And we just did a Kagurabachi live stream too on Sunday. We do monthly Kagurabachi live streams because we like to let those chapters build up. But without further ado, guys, let's get into DanDaDan chapter 196 titled Let's Blow Away That Typhoon. All right, here we're starting off with a panel of everybody on the plane sitting down. No one's fighting anymore because they all have a common enemy. They're all beaten, bloody, tired, and you still got that grandma on the front just mean mugging the world, bro. She is pissed. So Granny Seiko's like, Momo, work with Jin. And Momo's like, but Granny, how are we supposed to take down that typhoon human? Which is still just like an absolutely bizarre concept to wrap your head around, that like you're fighting a human typhoon. Listen, I love a good conspiracy theory. I love stories about cryptids and monsters and things like that, but I never heard of a human typhoon. Listen, I've never gone that far down the rabbit hole. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I've just never heard of it. Huh. Next page, Granny Seiko's like, first, use your powers to fish for the flying sharks. And she's like, what? Jin, have you been properly working on your chi every day? He's like, my chi? Yeah. She's like, great. You can use your palm wave, right? Yes, I can do that. And here we're getting a little flashback of he just little Hadouken Kamehameha. You know, good for him. I really wonder where this is going, though, lady. Like, how are you guys going to blow away a typhoon? And what do the sharks have to do with it? Is it going to be like a shark Kamehameha attack? Love the combo moves. So next up, Granny Seiko's like, when Momo fishes for sharks, hit them with your palm wave. Keep slamming them into the typhoon. Okay. And Momo's like, will that work? And Gigi's like, you want me to use it from inside the plane? She's like, yeah, if you can control your chi, it won't matter if there's an obstacle right in front of you. And so we're seeing a demonstration of her blowing her chi past a wall, through a wall, and hitting the target on the other side of it. I get that. That's kind of like advanced armament hockey, Rio in One Piece. And I mean, I feel like we've seen this in other forms of media before as well. So it's not that far outside the box. But like, first of all, why can't Momo just like throw the sharks into the typhoon herself? What? I don't know. You know, I'm rolling with the flow. What is it? Oh my god, why can't I think of it? Rolling with the tide, rolling with the waves, rolling with the flow. I think that's it. Flow. Going with the flow. Jeez Louise, guys. All right. She's like, yo, you'll be fine. You're gifted. I know you can do it. And Momo's like, but should we really be hitting the typhoon with sharks? Won't they bounce back at us with twice the force? And Granny Seiko's like, listen. I can't say for sure, but if we can cool the water vapor with the frozen sharks, it will quickly turn into water droplets and ice. And now we're seeing a little diagram of what she's talking about, right? Because the typhoon is, you know, as we saw in the last chapter, is generated by heat. And so I guess she's right. If you blow away these sharks, if you blow enough sharks into the typhoon, it should take away that heat, therefore taking away the energy for the typhoon. If new clouds are able to form outside of that typhoon, the eye will expand little by little, causing the whole thing to weaken. Yeah, so that's kind of her plan. To kind of like just take it down by taking away its fuel source. She continues on by saying, also, if you fire the frozen sharks at the base of the typhoon, it will directly lower the temperature of the seawater. Without heat sourcing its engine, the typhoon will dissipate. Ah, cool, says Momo. We'll try everything we possibly can. Wait, Granny, where are you going? As she gets up and walks away, she's like, we need to get as close to that typhoon as we can, don't we? Oh, I didn't know Granny Seiko had her pilot's license. Okay, girl, let's see what you got. She's like, I'm going to go pilot this plane. And they're like, what? Granny, do you even know how? And she's like, nah, yo, I got this. Leave it to me. And she's like, that doesn't answer my question. She's like, hey, take it easy. I said, leave it to me. And she's like, the old broad has no clue. We're going to die. Oh, my God. Momo's freaking out. I mean, listen, I can't blame her. I believe in Granny Seiko. She's a very powerful woman, but flying a plane? Girl, that's not as easy as it looks. I don't know if you guys have ever done like a pilot simulator thing, but like flying a helicopter or a plane, it's really not that easy. Momo continues on. Gigi says, Momo, let's do what we can. Hook those sharks. She's like, you got it. Damn it. They're flying at crazy speeds. She's like, hang on. Let me focus. As she closes her eyes and tries to focus on, I guess, the chi of the sharks to try to find them while they're flying through the air. It looks like a bunch of them are like actually on the plane already. So I guess it shouldn't be too terrible for Gigi or for her to at least start off with those. Sorry guys, I'm yawning again. So yeah, it looks like they have a bunch of sharks, but I really, I keep thinking about like all the human body parts are part of the typhoon, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much, because we already know it's a human typhoon. But I don't know this cryptid. So next page, we're seeing Momo hook one of the sharks, and she's like, yeah, I got one, woo! And Gigi's like, nice one, Momo. Now bring it over here. And she's like, all right, I'm on it. So she brings it over in front of a window, and Gigi's like, all right. Whew, here it goes as he loads up the Kamehameha. Yo, wouldn't it be so funny if this man, like, fucked up the first time and blew a hole in the plane? He just blows a hole in the plane, and, like, they start going down because of everyone gets sucked out. That would be hysterical, but also it would be the end of them. Like, I don't think Gigi could survive a fall from this plane crash. So it's probably not going to happen. So he winds up the Kamehameha and boom! Hits it in one go. She's like, yes, we did it! As the shark gets sent flying into the typhoon. And it literally looks like a torpedo. A shark Kamehameha combo attack. I love it, honestly. Like, if this were a video game, that would be a sick combination. And Momo and Gigi are like, and all you see is a little poof. And she's like, well, it's not like we should expect immediate results, right? He's like, you're right, let's keep going. But that is so discouraging to see, right? Just that little, like, poof, a little shark thing. You know what it is your guys are going to have to throw, like, I don't know, 1,000 sharks. Like, that's going to take a minute, and I don't think Gigi has enough chi in his body to do that, right? All right, guys, that was hopefully my last yawn. Sorry. So Gigi is continuing on. He's like, hurrah! And one of the sons from the other family is like, Mama, Gigi's hitting the typhoon with sharks. And so a great damn fool is born. And he's like, what should we do? Kill him? She's like, nah, as it stands, we're up Schitt's Creek right with them. Yeah, she's not stupid. We ain't going out of our way to help, but if we gotta blow that typhoon out of the sky, girl, what are you about to say? Then we're gonna blow it out of the goddamn sky. Jennifer Lopez, Anaconda. What the hell? Mama, you're incredible. As you'd expect, she's the most powerful lady in the whole Keto family. What is going on here? You better not underestimate us, you son of a bitch. No god dang typhoon's gonna get the Keto family. What is she even doing? First of all, the Jennifer Lopez Anaconda movie, if you guys haven't watched it, it's really not the best, but it's a really good time, and I recommend it for anybody. It's just it's got an all-star cast in the movie. Owen Wilson, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube. Sorry guys. Oh man, that keeps happening, huh? One sec. I have to check something. All right, we should be all good. So yeah, I don't know what kind of like move this is, but like, why is she calling it the Jennifer Lopez Anaconda move? That's so funny. I've never seen a move like that in my life. But what is she even doing? Like, what's going on from the bottom of the plane? Oh, she blew a hole through the plane to get to her luggage downstairs, and it looks like she finds a perfume called Eau de Worm. What the hell? And she's like, be realized, be granted, our dearest wish. Be realized, be granted. Oh my god, what is this crazy lady doing? Oh my god. Come forth, arise! As a giant snake monster emerges from the plane out into the sky, I guess. And Momo and Gigi are lost for words, as am I. I'm like, you guys had another one of those things? And it's huge. It's as big as the plane. But what is it going to do against the typhoon? Does it have ice powers? And then afterwards, what are you going to do with it? Is it like a Pokemon? Can you put it back in that little perfume bottle? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't. All right. I'm a little lost for words. And so Gigi's like, the Mongolian death worm. Momo was like, but how? I thought we were going to beat that thing. And she's like, the great serpent we spent 200 years growing to its massive size was killed by Momo Ayase. But the great serpent's will lives on. As they're on top of the worm outside of the plane. What? Why? What are you gonna do? I don't understand. Does it have ice beam? Is it able to use blizzard? That's crazy. Yo, Riasat, what's good, man? Yeah, doing a DanDaDan chapter review. Did it a little late today because I had to sleep during the day because your boy's working the overnight shift tonight. So I slept until about 4:30 p.m. So we see the giant worm monster emerge from the plane. And we see her sons are also like holding on to it, and she's like got it by the horns. She's like, yo, we're ready to go. I got my Pokemon. I got all 8 of my badges, so I can command this thing. I think that's crazy. All right. So she's like, by some miracle, we found our giant serpent's eggs. We hatched one of the worms and fed it livestock to make it huge. That's no regular worm. What are you even saying? And she continues on by saying, but since we didn't feed it humans, it can't use suicide psychic waves, electric shock attacks, or poisonous mist. Oh, wow. You got a whole moveset for this thing. And then Gigi looks outside the plane, and he's like, how did you bring such a giant thing along? And she's like, yeah, easy peasy. When you dry out a great serpent, it folds up and packs away easily. What? And when I want it back, I just sprinkle a little water on it. And voila. Yo, she really is a Pokemon master. And he's like, shit, we don't have time to be dealing with that right now. And Momo's like, Gigi, wait. So this woman literally turned this giant thing into a Pokemon. Oh my god, that is so funny. And it looks like the thing is subservient to it too. But I don't know what this giant serpent thing is going to do against a typhoon, right? Like, come on. And so Momo's like, it's eating the sharks. And the woman's like, great serpent. Oh, what the hell? How did that happen? All right, that should be better. It was cropped before, Corey. I swear. um, and so Momo's like, it's eating the sharks, and this woman's like, please eat as many as you want. Keep going, and then spit those sharks at the detestable typhoon. Oh, okay. I see what she's doing, but at the same time, like, all right. I mean, I guess it's gonna speed things along, and I guess Gigi doesn't have to use as much chi. But why did the Suns have to hold on? And I don't know. This is just this is anime. This is anime. At the end of the day, I'm really trying to like break down like the logic of this, but it doesn't matter. Um. So then she's like, shoot them all out as we get. Oh wow, it's the last double spread, and it looks like a giant attack into the typhoon. But like, guys, what are we? I mean, yeah, there's like an endless amount of sharks that are flying through the sky, but I just don't see how this is going to take down a typhoon. I think like something else is going to have to happen. And all of the family members are like on this giant worm. Like y'all didn't all need to like hop on here for the ride. Can you imagine like flying through the sky and you're just holding on to this giant worm? Like planes fly really fast. Also, like, are you guys even able to breathe? Are you even well? They're in subspace. I don't. I'm not. I'm not trying to break this down. I'm not trying to make this make sense. You know, DanDaDan. That's why we love it. It's a series that doesn't make sense. But the fact that this family is able to use this giant worm as if it were a Pokemon, I think is. I mean, I guess it's development on their end, but at the same time, like you guys definitely still need to go to jail, right? Like after all this is over, like you still need to get arrested. You were killing people, all for this like giant worm thing, which is crazy. Um, this was a good chapter. I feel like most of it was spent trying to formulate a plan and come up with how to like beat the typhoon. Um, I feel like we've been here. Sorry guys, I'm really trying not to yawn. I feel like we've been here for quite a while now at this point. Not a while. I mean, I think it's been like I think this is like the sixth chapter. If I go back to 192, okay, it looks like 192 is like the first page of this arc. So I guess it's been 4 chapters. But I don't know, something about like this plain arc thing with like Momo and like the Keto family. It really feels like filler, almost like. Yeah, Gigi learned like a new way to use his chi, but there's really like no progression for these characters because like it's even like a previous villain, and it's not like anything's getting resolved with them fighting each other. And the human typhoon thing, as far as we know, is just like a coincidence that it all happened. So it's not like it's even targeted from whatever the overarching villain of this arc is. So I really, when we were going back to Momo, Gigi, and Seiko and all them, I thought like we were just gonna like fast travel to the new location so we can talk to the temple god and see what they have to say about Momo's situation and all of that. So like getting all this beforehand, it's like really delaying that, right? It's just, it really feels like filler, especially with, I think this is like the second 2-week break we've gotten in like the last 5 chapters. So I feel like it's just been dragging along, at least with like the other side of things with Okarun and the Shiratori and all the other kids. At least we got progression on like the girl who can play the piano and control, small creatures. We got confirmation on like, who controls like those karate monsters, and the creepy gym teacher got taken out. I don't know. I feel like there was just like a little bit more there, and here I'm not getting like the same like energy. Still a good chapter. I'd probably give it maybe like a 6 out of 10. Like this chapter was just okay. Like the artwork with the great worm shooting out all the sharks was cool. That was probably like the best panel of the series. The Jennifer Lopez anaconda attack was hilarious. This woman, I like her, honestly. Like the way she's drawn, she looks funny. The unibrow sends me dying every time. I really feel like the author definitely like found real world inspiration for this character, right? Like I don't believe that this just came from his imagination. Like he knows somebody that looks and acts like that. But yeah, this is a 6 out of 10 chapter for me. I'm hoping that we're done with this whole human typhoon thing in the next 2 chapters, right? I don't believe next week's a break week, so I'm excited for that. But thank you guys again for joining me on another chapter review for the DanDaDan series, chapter 196, 197, happening next week. Again, I'm doing Blue Lock tomorrow, chapter 305. Corey and I, again, just did a One Piece live stream with the Straw Hat podcast on this yesterday, Sunday. Kimmy, Corey, and I did our Kagurabachi monthly live streams. We did chapters 78 to 81. So if you want to catch our reaction and reviews to that, check it out on the channel. Please leave a comment on what you thought about this chapter. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see me or any of the other Moon Piece podcasters review on a weekly basis. We have a lot of fun doing these live streams, and we want to do more of them, but we can't do it all, so we want to be selective on the choices we do. But I mean, without you guys, we wouldn't know what you wanted. So on that note, guys, thank you again for joining me, and have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye bye.